you are new to the channel, I need you to hold your applause until the end. But first, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get into the show.
When a man says, where's the good women at? That translates, I'm a feminine man looking for women to take care of. Masculine men bring the femininity out of any woman around them. How can you move into a woman's home and not remove her worries? You don't love her, you're leeching off of her. Now she's depressed. This is why she lost respect for you. At minimum, a man should have $300,000 US in his savings account. 50,000 of that goes to your new bride. Before y'all get married here, I love you, here's 50,000. The other 50,000 go on a deposit of your new family house.
They lied to us. They told us happy wife, happy life. They raised their daughters into being feminists. They lost control of their households. Under no circumstances should you ever become a stepfather. Don't let them shame you because you got preferences. Never, ever go and be a step-baby daddy and take on a family that's not yours. That's not in your best interest. And that's not what the Bible says.
Shouldn't you be able to keep that impregnated you? You telling me that even that don't even want to be bothered with you? He'd rather pay child support and leave than sit there and be up under your thumb. And we supposed to take you serious.
We got Tiffany Montgomery, who's returned. I think it's like her third or fourth time coming back to the platform.
Just so y'all know, Anton Daniels has a harsh stance when it comes to holding both parties accountable, men and women. So you'll see him talk more on that side, I would say the masculine side. He will talk about holding women accountable for things that they do, as well as holding the man accountable. But Yada, I've seen some videos with Yada where he's saying some things that I don't agree with, especially when it comes to his view on women. And he talks about holding your woman up on a pedestal and how we're pimping all women because they cook and clean, go to work, come home, take care of the kids. We're more like pimps than anything else, which I also don't agree with, because when the things around the house are broken, the lawn needs to be mowed, the gutters need to be cleaned. Who goes out there and do them? The man does. Exactly. So I don't agree with that at all, because if a woman goes to work, me personally, your woman shouldn't be working. But that's me on a personal level. Other people cannot afford to do that. So we all have to play the game according to where we're placed. Now, I don't agree with everything that Yada says. I would say there's 2% of the things he say I agree with. I'm just going to be real with you. But let's get to the video right now, because these two have been waiting to meet for a while.
And for tonight, okay? Because this is one of the most polarizing conversations online, one of the biggest talking points that you Yada have, and I've heard you dive into this conversation many times before as well, Anton. Let's talk about it. Should men be expected to cover 100% of the bills? This is a major stressor to a lot of brothers out here. A lot of brothers out here split between this. A lot of brothers say that's absolutely insane to cover 100% of the bills. And a lot of other, you know, the ladies are saying
that is Anton Daniels' stance on it. The other stance would be Yada, which of course he looks at it as the man should pay. Well, let Yada tell you.
Saying that this is a must. I must get a brother to cover 100% of the bills. So let's bring some clarity to this, Yada. I'm gonna have you open up the conversation here. Should men be expected to cover 100% of the bills?
First, I want to say all praise is due to the Most High, and I want to pray real quick if you don't mind.
Let's go.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, strengthen me and guide me, allow God to speak through me. Allow it to electrify the room and remove all dusty demons from the table. All praises due. Amen and amen.
Shots fired. Yeah, I know that's why they laughing. Shots fired. I'm talking about from every angle. He didn't nuke them, but shots were fired. Anton also knows. You saw the smirk on his face.
So when you getting up there?
All praises due to God.
When you leaving?
Off the chain.
Now, what's the question, brother?
Right.
What's the question?
So the question is,
When he leaving?
What's the question?
should men be expected to cover?
hey, y'all are throwing those light punches. You know what I'm saying? It's not those jobs or those hard hooks. He's throwing those light punches right now. That's what that was. He was dissing them indirectly.
100% of the bills.
I believe if men are claiming to be providers, and we know that means to take care of whoever's under you, that he should provide 100%. While we're doing this, this gives the woman time and space, not just to be great for the man, but also great for the children. And I want to use myself for example. I provide 100% for my woman. My son, he's only 5 years old, and he was tested 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. 2 days ago. He's only in kindergarten, but he tested at a 4th grade level. Why is that? Because I handle my responsibility, providing, and providing isn't just financial. Any man off the street can walk to a woman and give her money. Providing is elevating a woman mentally, elevating a woman spiritually, emotionally. This is what it means to provide for a woman. Not just, here's some money, run off with it. No. Let me elevate you. Let me bring you closer to your God. Let me set standards in your life. If your father gave you to me, you are my responsibility from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. I'm gonna love everything about you, 100%. And if I...
Okay, I agree with him with everything he just said before, towards the end, before I paused the video. I do agree with him on that, but matter of fact, I agree with him on the whole idea that your wife should not be working at all. Like he said, it allows her and it gives her the time to actually be home with the kids. And if you want to homeschool them, she can homeschool them. She's more in their lives. It's not the schools that are raising your kids. It's you and the mother. The mother is there in the home, and she picks the kids up and she drops them off in the morning. She's fixing dinner for them, working on homework with them. They start to see life and things from your aspect as a family, because you got to think about it. It's God, man, and woman, and then child. So you, especially you fellas, y'all have to be smart enough to be the leader of your household, because then it allows your woman to then be able to follow you. And when I say follow you, I mean she has no doubt in her mind that you're going to guide her in the right direction, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's support.
Can't do that. I'm not a man. I'm a male, and that's a difference.
That's your one
Man,
track.
talk to me, brother.
No.
Talk to me, brother.
Nope. That's
Talk
not,
to me,
that's
brother.
not what we're going to do today.
Talk to me, brother.
So this is what we're going to do.
Talk to me, brother.
Because he's like Kamala Harris right now.
Talk to me, brother.
And I've heard all of these talking points.
Yada also said that you should give a woman $50,000 once you marry her. What's my stance on that? That's crazy. I mean, literally crazy. The money that you make is for the family. Period. Your wife shouldn't want for anything. Period. It's that simple. Why are you having to hand her money? I don't understand where he's coming from with that. And he also says that every man should have $300,000 in the bank before they marry. Do I agree with that? That is a good idea. Because you got to think about it. That gives you the opportunity to be able to afford to take care of a family, and not just say you want to take care of a family, because that's where a lot of men are right now. They want to be able to take care of a family. Can they? No, they can't.
Talk to me.
And I don't even study him, because he says the same thing over and over again.
Talk to me.
You got to control yourself, because
me,
that's
brother.
not manly.
Talk to me, brother.
You got to control yourself.
Brother, talk to me, brother.
So you see how I was quiet
Talk to
when
me.
you were speaking?
No, you cut me
No,
off, but go ahead,
I
brother.
didn't say anything.
You got it, brother. There you
I
go.
was quiet when you were speaking.
Go ahead, brother.
And so now we're going to add nuance. Now we're going to add context. So, first thing we have to do is we have to ask ourselves a question. What does it mean to be a man?
Because being manly has nothing to do with a woman. It has nothing to do with pandering. It has nothing to do with just providing. Being a man means being purposeful. That's what being a man is. That means that whatever it is that I seek from God, because my purpose is not a woman is a helpmeet. So when he panders to you guys, and ladies, remember, I don't know what he's selling. I don't know what product that he has, but my goal is to get you married. My goal is to have you married based off of what God says is sanctified, right? I don't want y'all divorced.
That's actually my stance on it too. From the videos that I've seen of Yada, it's a lot of pandering going on. I don't know if the brother is sincere or not, but he does seem to pander a lot to women because, and I say this because if you watch some of his videos, and shout out to Yada, by the way, and Anton Daniels for this video, but if you watch some of his videos, Yada never holds a woman accountable for anything. It's always the man, and the woman is perfect. That's, in his eyes, the woman is perfect. The man has to work on himself. The man has to climb up by his bootstraps. The woman should be given everything. That's how Yada sees it. That to me is straight pandering. When you stick to one demographic, and that's the demographic that can do no wrong, it's just like the race hustlers. They stick to one demographic. That's the same thing he does. He sticks to women. Women are perfect. Women are great. Women are this. Women should be held up on a pedestal. Women are gods. That's how he sees things. And the man is lesser, which makes no sense because he's a man.
I don't want you unequally yoked. I don't want you to be a single baby mama. I don't want you shooting your shot in the dark thinking that this guy is giving you insight when he's just giving you talking points with no real substance behind it. And here's the context. At what age do you want to be married? Do you put yourself in a position to find the person that's best for you? Has your father given you away? Does your parents actually see value in the person that is looking to marry you? And when you start to ask yourself these questions, and I don't speak to just rich people because we both have money, we both have resources. So let's remove that from the table. I speak to the majority, not the minority. And when you are 20, 21, 22 years old, especially if you are a person that's looking to become a man, you are supposed to fail in controlled environments, meaning that your father is not even supposed to give you everything. He's supposed to give you what you need in order to be successful. My father was able to buy me a car, but he told me that I had to earn it and work for it because I valued it more, which then extended to every single thing that I touch, including the woman. See, my
father showed me that I had to definitely work for everything. And that's just by me observing his work ethic. It made me who I am today. And as hard as I work, I get that from him. That's why a father is definitely important in the household.
My wife travels with me. She knows me. She understands me, right? And so at 20, 21, 22 years old, you supposed to be broke. Unless you're doing something that you ain't supposed to do in order to get it, you supposed to be building. You supposed to be understanding each other. It's a storming, a norming, a forming situation. And in no circumstance do you ever come into it fully understanding who the person is, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. And so when we start to look at what God has ordained to be great, the purpose of a man, it's not just to give spirituality and leadership, and it's to understand. The first thing that the word says, in everything that you do, you get understanding. And everything you do, you get understanding. I don't even know her. I don't even know you. Everybody is out here dating, everybody running around, everybody doing everything, they giving themselves to each other. We think that money or resources or what you can do or what you can offer a person is supposed to make up for all of the insecurities and the problems and the issues that you have in your childhood. What have you solved for? Right? Do you have problems in your childhood? Do you even have a father? Do you know what it means to be a man?